Hi. How's it going, people? My name is Shadow and we are here again in Starfield. I am literally recording this straight after the last episode. So what we gotta do is go and find Imogen Salzo. Let's get to it. Right. Where is she?
I heard about your run-in.
Yeah.
I thought Imogen was supposed to be...
Imogen?
Let me guess. Looking for Imogen?
Oh, hello, Yuko.
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. I'm sure you can tell by now, she isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work.
Well, I don't blame her. Desk work feels like a waste of time.
Finish that researching.
Well, that desk work is what keeps your cred stick full, and this company 2 steps ahead. So why are you looking for Imogen? Is she in trouble?
Well done.
It's confidential. Take it up with Dalton.
Next week.
Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation.
Oh, you
is
know
far
Andreja
more
then, do you?
fun. I have Imogen's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
Alright, I'll speak to Dalton about it.
Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Good luck finding Imogen. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
Sure. Alright, let's go back to Dalton and see what we need to do. Dalton, I need your help.
No Imogen, I see. Could she really be onto us already?
Yuko said she was last seen at Frankie's Grab and Go.
Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogen's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayou.
Ah, great.
We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, he may even help us get to Imogen.
Alright, I'll make sure he's aware and get his cooperation.
Good, because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayou know that you're there on Ryujin's behalf. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him what he wants.
Alright, whatever it takes. I'll get to Imogen.
The sooner, the better. We don't want to give a clever mind like hers any more room than we have to. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, she'll have a lot to answer to. If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt. I'm afraid you'll have to dispose of her.
Understood. We can't allow a traitor to run free.
Imogen has the potential to do this company a great deal of harm with her knowledge. She knows the consequences of betraying Ryujin, which makes her dangerous. If the situation does take a turn for the worst, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
Okay, right. Now let's go and speak to Benjamin Bayou. I absolutely hate this guy. Alright, Benjamin. I hate this guy.
I don't recall sending for anyone. What do you want?
Dalton sent me. I'd like your permission to enter the Syndicate's hideout.
No. I can always make time when it comes to an old friend. So, what would be the reason? I may consider Ryujin an ally, but Dalton especially knows I don't give anything blindly.
We're after a suspect who's fled to the Syndicate to hide.
As long as it doesn't involve the Syndicate members themselves. I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me.
I know exactly what he wants me to get, and I don't know if I can be on it. To be honest, I don't even know if I can be asked to do it, so I'll try and persuade him. I think the mutual benefit should be good enough.
And what mutual benefit would that be?
You know what's good for Ryujin is good for Neon.
Of course. Ryujin's success always pays out when it comes to Neon profits.
You can't just have anyone go through, I get it. Must be hard for you to say no all the time.
Finally, someone who gets it. All right. You talk a good game. And I suppose if we're looking at a mutually beneficial situation, there's no reason for me not to allow such a small favor. Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning, the Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but if anyone catches you snooping around private quarters, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities.
Yep, and that's the reason why I'm not doing your favour, because you asked me to go into those private quarters to grab a slate off of the head of the Syndicate, and she is literally stood right next to the slate and she doesn't move, so it's very easy to get caught, and I cannot be asked to deal with that. So let us get straight on down and into Epside again. Bloody hate Epside. And then into Frankie's Stop and Go, I believe it was called. Alright, you.
Need something?
Let me talk to you.
You lost, kiddo?
I'm here on Ryujin's behalf. I was told I'll be allowed inside.
Oh, so you're the one getting special treatment. Don't look like much to me. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. 3rd floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around, and it's open season.
I'll steer clear of the 3rd floor then.
That's what I like to hear. For the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead. Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. The less you consider this an open house, the better.
Lovely. Let us get on inside. Oh, I thought someone would have stopped me. Yeah, when you get into here, you gotta get to, obviously, the 3rd floor.
Back off.
And steal a data slate, which is around there somewhere, I think. And I can't be asked to get caught and have to shoot my way out or have to constantly reload. So, straight on in.
I figured our paths would cross sooner or later.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Not that I thought I was safe, but I never expected anyone to just slip by all the Syndicate here. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me.
Yeah, you've got some explaining to do.
I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally.
Intentionally? Help me understand what you're saying.
Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions?
You've got a good point.
It's the only scenario that makes sense. Besides, what's my motive? My career is solid at Ryujin. Infinity can't possibly beat my current benefits. Believe me, after having to play double agent, I've learned all of this firsthand.
If this is all true, you'll need evidence to prove it.
That's exactly what I've been doing here. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind the desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent.
Alright, I'll make sure Dalton gets this new evidence.
I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks.
Lovely. Right, let us get back to Ryujin and speak to Dalton. Right, talk to Yuko. Okay.
Well, look who's back. So tell me, what did you find out?
You'll have to ask Dalton after my report.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back to me sooner or later.
Yeah, as much as I'd love to tell you, I don't know the outcome of what would happen. Because I've never done it that way. Right, here you have two choices. You can either go speak to Ularu and confront her, or return to Dalton and hand in the evidence. I will tell you this now, if you choose Ularu, it is considered the evil route, shall I say? And I have tried doing this so many different times on a previous save on my other character when I did this, and if you go and try and confront Ularu, no matter what you say to her, convince her or persuade her or whatever it is you need to do when you speak to her, you are completely locked into her side of it. No matter what you do or what you say, you are locked into her, and when you go speak to Dalton, you have to lie to him about Imogene. You don't get a bloody choice on, like, what you can say, like, oh yeah, Ularu told me to say this, la-di-da. It's literally, second you speak to Ularu, you are locked into her side of it. So I will not be doing it this time. I will be going straight and speak to Dalton. Dalton.
You're back. And Imogene?
I found Imogene. She claims she was set up.
So you did find her, and yet failed to bring her in. I'm looking forward to this explanation.
Yeah, Imogene compiled this, but I can't vouch for accuracy.
Well, this evidence complicates the situation if it points to Ularu. It's going to take me some time to pass, because if it's legitimate, we need absolute certainty before making the accusation. You realize, if Imogene has misled you, she'll be long gone by now. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office.
Alright, I'll head over there as soon as possible.
Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward. And not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board once I've completed a full report.
Understood. Right, let us get down to R&D.
Don't cause any trouble.
Got my eye on you.
Alright, Masako, you wanted to see me.
I need that Rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back. Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd.
Point me in the right direction. I'm ready to do whatever's needed.
In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, So, our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Vina Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of 2 parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users.
It's smart to market them separately. You'd be foolish to get one and not the other.
Oh yeah, marketing and finance wouldn't have it any other way.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Vina can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection.
It's about time I got to try out this new tech.
Good. I'm glad you see this as an opportunity.
And I love a willing subject. Now it's just a matter of getting the key ingredient. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothosite.
The last shipment we were supposed to receive never arrived, and we've gotten no response to our queries from the station. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to keep the discovery quiet, so it's unusual for them not to respond.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that Infinity Ltd is involved in this.
I think we all share that concern, which is why I want you to find out exactly what happened while recovering the shipment.
I'll find out what happened and secure the shipment.
The station is called CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. Unfortunately, we had to cut ties with our supply chain manager, Camden Cho, and his replacement is still getting up to speed. Otherwise, I may have had more useful information.
It's fine, I'll manage.
Be prepared for anything. Once you have the shipment, bring it straight back to Vina.
Okay then, I actually forgot this part of the quest. It'll come back to me once I reach the station though. So let us head to Carinae. Good day, Vasco. It is a glorious day. Right, I remember this bit now. You know what? Let us give this thing a try, shall we? I am not going to bother looting everything. I'll be here for ages. No, I do have to get down inside. Where is the door? I've got to get in this way, have I?
What's that?
Hello! Ah, I missed. Hi. Maybe I would have been better off with my shotgun. I love this shotgun.
Maintain control.
Yeah, right. Who's shooting at me? Who's... What's off? I'm gonna quickly take everything. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna loot everything, but I'll loot the people. They usually have better stuff on them anyway, and some spare ammo, bit of resources, some money right there. I cannot remember if there is a skill book here. Oh, there might have been a skill book here, but I cannot for the life of me remember where it was. Why did I take that? Any of you down here? No? Okay then, let's get on inside. Floor is what? Gain access to... right, yeah. Got one of you's got the bloody, there we go, there's the key card. Right, now I can get inside. Right, where is everyone? Hello! Have one of them. That flew a bit further than I expected. Haha. Rothosite deposit. Oh, we can actually mine it if we want to. Yeah. Explosive shotties. Powerful thing ever created. Take that. Unlucky mate. Excuse me? Yeah. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Have one of them. You know what, have another. And another. Right, quickly, excuse me. Right, loot all of these. Need to be earning some extra money somehow. Where did the other one go? This one, there was another. Ah, no, don't pull out the bloody scanner. I love it when you destroy their jetpack. Or boost pack, whatever you want to call it. Take all of that, take all of you, all of you. I am carrying too much, of course I am. Oh, wonder what's down there. Don't need any of that. Don't need that. I will take some of the heals. I'll take all of that. Don't need that. No. Okay. Oh, there's a bit of this rothosite. You can mine if you really want to. Let me jump. Thank you. What we got left? A baby ecliptic. I love that. And a turret. And give me that. It was just a bloody axe. May as well. I'll have a twist. Have I read that? Yeah, I've read that. That tells me about the London Monument on Earth. No. Take the credits. Right, let's get down the... Right. Anything there? Ooh, it's a mag shear. But... I don't... Now, why is it every single time you find a mannequin, it doesn't matter where the mannequin is, it's always got mining gear on it? Look, mining gear, mining gear, mining gear. I know obviously we're in a mine, but when you're in places that aren't mines, it's always bloody mining gear. Even on star stations you find them, it's mining gear. Take the med pack. Use said med pack. Hello there! Right, I know it's telling us to access the computer, but all we need to do is kill these. Yay, level up, level 30. That means we should now have better items dropping, so no longer calibrated or refined, I think. Alright, read the contract order. There it is. Of course we need to go to the clinic. Yeah, going back to obviously leveling up, we should now have refined stuff dropping, unless refined stuff was already dropping. I mean, we got a load of calibrated. Oh, okay, we do have some refined stuff. So what's the threshold for advanced stuff spawning then? Is it 40? I mean, my other character's nearly level 70 and it's still on advanced stuff dropping and being sold. It's a bit concerning on what level you need to be to finally get the superior stuff. Is there really no skill book in it? I could have sworn there was a skill book. No, I don't look like there is a skill book about. I could have sworn there was a skill book in this place. No, we don't need to read that. We've already got the note. Where have we got to go to? Travel to the clinic. Right, back to the clinic. And whilst I am in my ship, I will quickly drop off a load of items. And we are... Oh, okay. And here we are at the clinic star station, and yeah, the last time I was here I actually forgot to point out the second you walk in, you look to your left, on this table there is a skill book right there. I forgot to point that out in a previous video.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Yeah, let me do a quick save and see if I can get past these people. Obviously, I've done the 3-star Rangers, so I'm technically now a 3-star Ranger, so I'm hoping he will let me in.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
Oh no, I can just use medicine. I'm part of a confidential medical task force. I'm here to investigate an outbreak.
An outbreak? I haven't heard anything about this.
I said it's confidential. We don't need to start a panic, so I need you to keep your mouth shut.
Understood. Here's an access card. Good luck.
Thank you. Right.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way. Now please, get back to Kai. Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Fine. But if we lose Kai, that's it. I'm going to SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career anymore.
You and me both.
Just have to get through this day.
Right, I think you wander off. No? You're gonna sit back down like you're sitting back down again. Right, I think I've got to talk to you to get you to leave.
I'm not ruining my career over this. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave.
Security. I'm here for a mandatory security update. I need to run an update on your computer.
Your timing could be better. A little warning next time. I'll just take a moment to check up on my patient.
You do that. Mate, I think you need to clean up a bit. Right, let's go ahead and grab that. And then access his computer. Personal logs. Is it personal logs? Nope. Subject lock. Nope. 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 Project Dominion, obviously. There we go. Beautiful. Right, let's get us back to Ryujin Tower. Right then, Dr. Vina, I have your Rothosite shipment.
If you have the Rothosite...
Is that my beautiful shipment?
Indeed it is.
You were right about this one, Masako.
Hopefully all there and accounted for.
Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1?
Infinity hired ecliptic mercenaries to obtain the shipment.
Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothosite. Were there any survivors?
None, but I made sure the ecliptic paid in blood.
Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there?
Yes. Infinity Ltd has a private contact at the clinic for a secure wing.
I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing?
Infinity Ltd was performing illegal human trials to perfect their internal neurovamp.
So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothosite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move.
Alright then, let's get started.
Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
Yeah. Right, let's get to... I thought that was Vasco then for a second. Let us go and speak to Dalton. Oh, Dalton, you wanted to see me.
Don't cause any trouble.
Shut up.
Good. You're right on time. I reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
I knew Imogene was innocent.
Yes. You made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
Pretend Imogene was the mole so Ularu won't get suspicious. Got it.
Good. Keeping Ularu in the dark is the key to taking her down.
That was Imogene's plan anyway.
Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
Whatever program Ularu gives me is yours. There's no way she frames Masako too.
Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly deflected any suspicion, I've no doubt she'll be bold enough to hide something within whatever program she writes. Now, let's attend a meeting.
Yes, let's. Oh look, everyone's here already. Right, let's go ahead, sit down. Wait for Dalton to arrive. Come on, Dalton, get your ass down. Sit down, man. Sit the fuck down.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company, who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Yes, Imogen confessed to working for Infinity Ltd.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogen is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
I'm not your operative. But we can't blame Dalton for this.
Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
They were performing illegal human trials at the clinic.
I can't imagine the mess their legal department has on their hands.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
I'm always ready to do whatever it takes.
And that's precisely why I know we can count on you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Beautiful. Right, let us get down to R&D and get our internal neuroamp. Which way am I going? That way. Just realized as I was about to enter the elevator and I healed myself. I have so many med packs. Vina, what have you got for me?
Double check those measurements are right. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Oh, I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yes, I always love a willing subject. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
I'm sure everything is going to be okay.
Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Okie dokie then.
You appear dehydrated. I suggest the immediate ingestion of a moderate quantity of water.
All right, let's get this party started.
Yep, time to get put to sleep.
Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Yeah, I feel fine. Everything seems to be the same.
That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Understood.
Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
For science! Alright, let's see what this internal neuroamp can do.
That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Beautiful. Right.
This unit does
up there.
advanced surgical capability.
Yeah. Yeah, I know all about that. Right. Yeah, I know all of that. Right. Social manipulation. Right. It's really weird when you do that. They seem to follow you. Right. Go ahead and... yeah. Pick up the key. Have I got to... I've got to do it again. And... wait, what? Thank you. What? Come on. Social. Manipulation. Thank you. Right, use that. And I believe that is done. So. No? Have I got to use it on the door then? Or it was the computer I needed to use it on? Yeah? There we go. Right. Alright, yeah, I forgot you got to wait for the manipulation thing to run out.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
Vina?
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
It didn't feel like anything at all to me.
Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
I'd never be comfortable with someone's puppet.
Maybe that's the beauty of it. You'd never know. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Yep. Right, let's go see Masako.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
They know how to make a client.
Right, Masako, what have you got for me?
You're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
We'll make him wish he never heard of Project Dominion.
And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison. All right, Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
I know which way I'm doing it. I'm doing option A, but I'll figure it out when I get there.
As long as you're prepared when the time comes. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Not a problem. I can handle it. I hope.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
So the public will never know Infinity Ltd successfully stole from Ryujin Industries.
Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them. Now, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Ryujin provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
Alright, I'll take it into consideration.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Suit or not, they'll never know I was there.
And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
It'll be the corporate story of the decade.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go?
No, I am ready to go.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
I didn't realise that Skylab was a unisex name. Oh well, right.
Certainly spared no expense
Yeah,
on
need
the
to talk to
executive.
Dalton. Dalton.
Do you have the program?
Here, do what you need to do.
With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
So, Ularu was going to frame Masako and use the Overseer program to do it.
Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Indeed. Right. What we have essentially is the Fallout equivalent of the Chinese stealth suit. Or should I say Starfield's equivalent. We have the operative helmet, which we're putting on, and the operative suit, which becomes 25% harder to detect. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you the chameleon perk, but we have our operative suit, or the Chinese stealth suit, whichever one you want to know as. And in the next episode, we will be doing the final mission in the Ryujin questline. And depending on how long it actually takes me to do it, I will probably include the many failed attempts that will most likely happen, because I absolutely hate this mission. The stealth when you get into the Infinity headquarters or tower, whatever it is absolutely broken. Last time I'd done this, it took me about 3, maybe 4 hours to complete because of how broken the stealth is. So this has been Ryujin Questline Part 3, and as always, thank you for joining me. My name has been Shadow, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of your evening, wherever you are in the world, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye.